time has been a top competitor for a long time. On the other side, Kyna is like kind of popping off this year only. Like this is still new blood for Kyna.
So far, I mean, Kyna looking pretty good with this Onyx. That was like at least 2 different reads there on Fiend right out the gate, and you know that has to feel good. Stuffs Fiend's recovery, and there we go. Fiend finally getting some answers back now, pushing him into the corner, going for the ground pound. It's not going to hit. Kyna in trouble, has nothing, goes for the double. So close from Fiend.
He was really running out of movement there. Fiend was trying to deny. He knows that there's a lot with those horizontal side airs, but Kyna gets back up and actually has the damage advantage over Fiend.
Okay, and now we're kind of in a pretty close game territory here. Nice. Lets the trigger fly on the NSIG, but barely doesn't have enough to get the KO. Kyna needs to get a weapon. Gauntlets in hand, eats the NSIG.
If it didn't bounce, it would have KO'd, but Fiend with the gravity cancel end light. Again, lots of horizontal movement from Kyna. Fiend tries to deny with the weapon toss, and Kyna's going to get back up safely. That's got to be rough for Fiend, who's been so close to finishing these stocks off of Kyna, but never quite enough. The side air will do it.
Okay, and just like that, you know, we're getting 2 Hattori back-to-back, right? We just saw one right there in the winners finals, and now Fiend going ahead and whipping out his Hattori here for the loser semis, and so far it's proving to be quite the adversary. It's so quick. Fiend is being so aggressive. Kyna can't get anything started. Sitting in the corner there, needs a weapon spawn. Which side is it going to be on? It goes to the left, so Kyna finally gets a chance to rearm themselves, but might be a little too late. Fiend has gotten a lot of damage to stock.
Yeah, and you're seeing Kyna really just drop all of that aggression that he had earlier, and it's just kind of halted. He's standing still, waiting for Fiend to come close enough. He's going to just try to catch him with a neutral light, catch him with that 1 KO move. There it is, D-Light Nair. Now we'll see what Kyna does as Fiend comes in with a fresh stock.
Okay, now granted, one thing that Kyna does have going for them is the fact that you have quite a bit of defense on that Onyx, right? He's a fairly tanky legend, all things considered. So we'll see if that gives Kyna a bit of a chance to mount the comeback a little bit easier.
The neutral lights, though, from Fiend. He's so good at maintaining this aggression just enough, and the side sig to beat out the side air from Kyna. Fiend looking good, ready to take game number 1. Very healthy on his second stock.
Man, that was pretty optimal as well. Like, oh wow, what an answer from Fiend. Oh man. Just throwing things at Kyna now. Kyna just chilling in the corner, looking kind of lost. Needs a map. Something.
This is that classic Fiend, man. This is why he is PR number 2 in the region. And I haven't gotten to watch a lot of Fiend today, but I'm seeing why he was able to make that lower bracket run at least.
Oh my gosh. Fiend is just straight harpooning Kyna right now. That should KO. Wow, I thought he was so close to the kill box there. I was like, there's no way.
Onyx diff right there. Side air will do it. Fiend taking game number 1.
Yeah, that was a clap. You know, like 620 damage from Fiend, 388 from Kyna. So Fiend not quite doing double damage, but getting close.
It's impressive. Fiend has been like leveling up as the day has progressed. Like he was going to game 3, game 5 at the start of today, and now that he's in the top 8, he's been 3-0ing his way through the entire top 8. Like, he just really leveled up when he got to the finals.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting some shades of the old Fiend as well. Like, there's a certain amount of aggression without regards for consequence that Fiend can really fall into, where he just starts swinging, but like, normally you'd be like, in a game like Brawlhalla, you can't swing that much. Someone will dodge and you will get punished, but Fiend somehow just like is inside the cranium of his opponent and just knows what they're going to do.
Dude, he's got really, really good aggressive footsies. Like, if you go back to the last one, like, he did a really good job of like, he'll chase forward and then he dashes back right as the opponent went for like a wake-up side air, and then he goes back in. Like, he's really good about that.
He always like, he's like hugging you,
yeah,
but it's not an endearing hug,
way.
you know? Yeah. It's like, please get off of me. It's like when you walk to the locker room or something. It's like, okay.
not a locker room hug. That's an HR hug right there.
Yeah, free.
Nice
Oh
neutral
man, and so far, I mean, this time around it's a little bit closer, right? Kinda switching over to this Koji, and I think it's keeping things a little bit closer here. You get to duke it out with the swords, you have a little bit more speed on you, you're able to keep up with the aggression of Fiend.
Yeah, we'll also have a completely different weapon set, but that high dex makes it so it's going to be a little bit safer. Neutral Sig on reaction. Not quite enough to finish off Fiend, and Fiend picks up the spear.
Okay.
Punish. He's got no
gonna be
dodge.
double.
Yup.
Recovery. Oh, and it doesn't KO. I thought it would. I mean, that was definitely the optimal
Yeah.
choice to go for, because the Sayer definitely wouldn't have KO'd, so nice decision making from Fiend, even though it didn't lead to the knockout.
Yeah, I mean, that was the perfect punish he could do, just unfortunately didn't quite have enough damage on the Kyna. Kyna, though, one more hit. Oh, the recovery clashes out and saves Fiend. D-Light recovery, Fiend takes the first stock.
And that was a little bit of an unfortunate happenstance for Kyna Ackerman there, because they got the first weapon throw and they wanted the second weapon throw to be down for it as well, and they got the forward input, so then it ended up being kind of haphazard, but they were able to find the KO regardless. Gonna go ahead and weapon star Fiend, looking like they want to play the sword, not so much the bow, and that's perfectly fine right now because they're both great.
Yeah. I mean, he was doing all right in the 1v1, just like nice sword mirror match. Aggressive ground pound attempt from Fiend. Able to pull out in time, not get punished for it. Nice pickup from Kyna.
I'm going for max damage. Oh, the juggles from Fiend. Kinda can't get down. Oh my gosh. This is brutal.
The weapon tosses. Nice punish from Kyna. Reading that just raw downlight from Fiend. Weapon tosses again. Fiend's hitting these weapon tosses. This is like classic Fiend right here. It's just like weapon toss plays to stutter the opponent and make him think. Oh.
Ooh. I like that conversion. Yeah, it goes for the, I think it was a gravity cancel sidelight into falling Sayer to go ahead and secure the KO on Fiend for that penultimate stock. And what?
Top of the map. Fiend just reverses all of that.
I don't even know what to say. That was great. You know, you just took him right off the top. You know, you feel like it's going to start going in the favor of Kyna Ackerman, and then just like that, Fiend is able to respond.
And it backs up. Kyna has the bow in hand. Haven't gotten to see a lot of Kyna's bow so far in this set.
Oh, and maybe this is the reason why. Kind of looking a little bit lost here on this bow. Maybe just feels overall more comfortable on the sword. It is a little bit more of a straightforward weapon. You're going to switch to the sword right here and keep Fiend starved. So this is ultimately...
Nice.
Ooh, the charge!
The charge, yeah, for that extra second hit. Get that extra boost on it. Fiend.
Oh, not hitting.
Still not
kind of
finding
so
weapon.
close. Insect maybe? No, going to try and bait something out here. Fiend looking for the hit. No dodge from Kyna. Very, very scary play to go for.
Yeah, you saw Fiend trying to wait. Okay, reads the dodge out. Oh, can't quite hit the end sig.
The down air sends to the side as well. If it had sent straight up. Oh!
He had it. He just didn't have the reaction. He had the read, but the D-Light ground pound. Fiend, one hit away. Weapon toss will do it. Fiend takes game number 2.
Oh, man. How did Fiend managed to sneak that one out? Kyna Ackerman was so close. So close. So many moments, I feel like, in those final, 30 seconds where the game could have just ended. You know? It was just like a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of lack of confidence, and Fiends for that. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, that's what he lives for.
I mean, he's true to his name, man. He is a Fiend. He's a bracket Fiend for sure. Making quite the run, and he is now ready to get another 3-0 in the top 8. He's just got to win one more game.
One shy. You can even see it here. You know, we got 6-6 coming out from Kyna Ackerman. 50% accuracy on those. That's not bad. Half. And then Fiend threw out 4, landed 1. And that's not bad as well. We're going to see where they end up going for potentially the last match of the set here. It's going to be between Mammoth, Demon Island, and Apocalypse. And if I'm Fiend, I think I might actually want Demon Island. I feel like the smaller space, you know, keeping it a little bit more up close and personal might be the choice. But he actually opts to go for Apocalypse, which, hey, if you want to go for plays off the side of the stage, the walls are a bit shorter here, right? You have that slant on the corners, which can make it tricky to come back to the stage.
I think Apocalypse also kind of plays to that shorter map that you were talking about. Like, there's not a lot of horizontal space, and with the way that Kyna will sometimes just alt everything. Oh, off the weapon toss. Fiend, is he gonna clean it up? Get the clip. Highlight reel.
He's two.
He doesn't hit the
Oh,
ground
he dropped it. He dropped
so
the ground pound.
close.
Oh man. You know, that was almost Kodak moment.
We all wanted
you know?
it. We all wanted it. Everyone but Kyna and Kyna's mom wanted it.
Yeah. Kyna's dad though?
Kyna's dad, he gives a reluctant nod. He's like, that would have been hype. D-Light and
man.
Sick Fiend gonna get the first stock looking real good.
And I love going for that conversion, right? A lot of characters have a D-Light on the sword into an unjumpable end-sig conversion that ends up being true when you don't have a dodge. But even if you do have a dodge, you got to keep your opponent honest, because a lot of times you get that D-Light and they just expect you're going to go for like a Sair or a down air, and they just don't press the dodge button, and that's why you need to every single time.
Yeah, you got to do it. Oh, but Fiend presses the dodge button, and Kyna gonna punish with the side sig. Plays the keytars a little bit in celebration, but gotta be careful. He's still behind.
I personally, I would have picked the golf clap mode for that one. Yeah. There we go. I mean, Kyna keeping things lively here, but still behind in terms of damage. Needs to put at least one game on the board. A drop from the Sair there. Looks like Fiend somehow ended up a little bit too far inside the hurt box of Kyna Ackerman to get that conversion.
The Fiend still finding a lot of damage, but nice. A wild ground pound. A little bit of a punish from Kyna. Fiend gonna back up, has the sword in hand. What's it going to be? Another D-Light N-Sig? Won't need it.
Nice
Side
catch. Yeah, you can see Fiend went real high for that, and now on the verge of securing a 3-0 victory here in the losers semifinals, guaranteeing a spot in the losers final in top 3. Kyna Ackerman has to respond at this moment. You need to find a KO. You haven't been touched on your final stock yet. All things considered, it's in the realm of possibility. What you got, kid? Okay, nothing yet. Juggling off the bottom here. Kyna still trying to make it happen. Looking for the final blow on Fiend's second stock.
Damage. He is taking damage. Again, he's in that position where you can't go for trades. You got to get these KOs. That's going to be a punish. Fiend with the D-Light side air. Good dodge. Nice turnaround. Needs to finish the stock.
Weapon throw. Wow, what a weapon throw from Fiend. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He does get the knockout, gets that down air, but good coverage from Fiend. I like that weapon toss.
Yeah, I think Kyna Ackerman had to either go for kind of an early option there, try to hit Fiend, or go for the weapon throw because Fiend didn't have a dodge for a good portion here. Hold on, Fiend trying to end it right here. That sweat drops, and that is it. Fiend immediately ending all hopes of a comeback from Kyna Ackerman and securing the victory with a 3-0 in winners, or rather losers, semifinals.
And that means Fiend is going to continue on. Guaranteed top 3 finish. Now you're seeing that clip that started this all off. If only he could have gotten that last blow on the Kyna. Might have been able to get the highlight play. But either way, Fiend playing out of his mind, 3-0ing his way through the loser side top 8, and now he's running into Wes.
Oh, man. Okay. And so, Wes, I mean, that set went kind of quick, so it felt like we were just talking about Wes.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about Wes again, right? Is going to have to come up and go up against Fiend, who Fiend is looking hot. You know, like, I feel like Wes has been, we were talking about